Yes, 8C. Now we will continue with our civics lesson. That is, we were doing the Union Executive, children. And in this lesson, we were at page number 160, where we will be now taking up the powers of the President. As we had in the previous lecture, children, we have come to know about the President, who is the constitutional head of the Government of India, and we have read about the election and then the termination of the President through impeachment, children, which is a procedure by which the Parliament can remove the President if he or she is found guilty of violating the Constitution, of treason, or of corruption. Now, today we will see what are the different powers, various powers which a President of India he enjoys. He can use those powers, children. Now, first of all, if you ever become the President of India, first power is the executive powers. In this, children, these powers, now President, what he can do when he has these executive powers. First of all, the President appoints the Prime Minister, who is the leader of the majority party or coalition parties or the single largest party in the Lok Sabha. Now here we have first of all the majority party they are talking about, that is the party which has gained the majority vote of the citizens of India, or coalition parties, that is the party, children, which has been made when several parties all together they just go for giving support to a major party. If a party is their big party, they have just one with not so much vote, but then some more parties are there, children, and they give their support, and then finally they become a majority party. That is a coalition party government, children. All the single largest party in the Lok Sabha. So President, he is the one who appoints the Prime Minister. First, very executive power, very important power, children. Second, the President appoints the union ministers on the advice of the Prime Minister. Now when Prime Minister or the party which makes the government, children, finally that party they have their own Prime Minister, and Prime Minister he just goes for advising the President, and on his advice the President appoints the union ministers, his cabinet ministers. Then the third executive power, children, is the President appoints the state governors and other high officials such as the comptroller and auditor general and the attorney general. So these are very important powers, children. He just appoints President. It is the duty of the work of the President, or the power of the President, who appoints the state governors. We have the governors of our state, children. And please, I want you people to answer in your Google Classroom, who is the present state governor of India? Then you have to also name the President of India. These are for your revision, children. Name the President of India. Then who is the state governor of Uttar Pradesh, or you can just name some of the state governors of different states. Then who is the Auditor General and the Attorney General of India at present? You have to search and you have to name them, children. You have to answer in the Google Classroom. You can comment in this comment section. The President appoints the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Courts and the ambassadors to other countries. Now judges, you know, children, of the Supreme Court, we have the highest court in India, that is the Supreme Court, and it is the President who appoints the judges now. And the ambassadors to other countries, it is, children, that all the countries they just send their ambassadors to other countries so that the citizens of their own country, if they are staying in those foreign countries, children, then it is the duty of the ambassador to see to their staying there. They are the one who go for giving them all the facilities and all. They say to their this law and what are the laws they are and the rights and the duties they are performing there. So ambassadors are sent to different countries. So it is the president who appoints the judges of the Supreme Court, High Court, and the ambassadors to other countries. So this was your executive powers of the president. Now we come to the second very important power of president, and that is the military power, children. The president is the supreme commander of the defense forces of India. So this is one of the very, very important powers. The president is the supreme commander of the defense forces of India. He or she can declare war or conclude peace. So it is his duty to declare war, and then he can be the one who can just go for asking for a peace treaty, signing the peace treaties, and he is the one who will just conclude for peace. All important treaties and contracts are made in the president's name. So all the important treaties are, children, the when two different countries they meet together and they just talk about the same they have the similar thoughts, ideas and ideologies, and they have to sign on those. They just write it down that we both will be just abiding by these things. So they go for signing the treaties there. Those things are written, the agenda is written, and then those treaties and the contracts of different countries are made in the president's name of India. In India, it is made in the name of president. Then we have the legislative powers, children. Legislative powers are many. The president can summon or prorogue the parliament. He can call and he can just dismiss the parliament. He can say that he can summon the people there, and he can say that suddenly there will be a session and I am calling you people. He can summon and he can again say that no, now we will stop the working of the parliament. He or she addresses the opening session of the parliament every year. This is again a very important powers of the president of India, and that is that he or she addresses the opening session of the parliament every year. The president's address is a statement of the government's policy. So we people consider it as the statement of government policy at that time. Whichever government has just made the majority party has won and they have made the government of India, they are the one, they will take it as a statement of their policy, whatever the president speaks in his first address to the parliament. The president can also dissolve the Lok Sabha and order fresh elections. And children, the president, he has this power to dissolve the Lok Sabha and he can order for fresh elections. He or she can call a joint session. Then the president can call for a joint session, children, of both houses of the parliament if there is a deadlock regarding a bill. If they are discussing about a bill to become a law, children, then he is the one or she is the one, the president is the one who can call both the houses, that is the upper and the lower house, that is your Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Each bill passed by the parliament has to receive the president's assent. That is, the president has to, with his signature, he has to give his assent in order to become a law. So the bill which is discussed again and again, passed again, it is again approved or obliged, then it comes back again to the parliament, again it is sent to the president, and the president, if he signs the bill, then it becomes finally a law. The president may send the bill back to the parliament if she or he does not approve, but if it is passed a second time and she is obliged to sign it and give her assent. So finally, children, if the parliament again passes the bill and then At that time the president is obliged to sign it, so that both the houses of the parliament, they have passed the bill, so finally the president has to sign it. The president nominates 12 members. You people know this, children, already. The president, he has the power to nominate 12 members to the Rajya Sabha and 2 Anglo-Indian members to the Lok Sabha. Then finally, when the parliament is not in session, the president can issue ordinances, that is executive orders. And what are these ordinances, children? Ordinances are like laws and are valid for only 6 weeks after the parliament meets again. So if the parliament is not in the session, then what will happen? It will be the president, he is responsible for issuing any kind of orders, children. And these orders can be valid for only 6 weeks after the parliament meets again. Now I want you people to just find out the names of recent names of 12 members of the Rajya Sabha whom the president has nominated, and 2 Anglo-Indian members who are there in the Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha now. Recent Anglo-Indian, 2 Anglo-Indian members. You have to find it out and you have to answer it, children. I'll see who are the people, who are the students who are spontaneous in answering my questions. Now we have financial powers of the president, then judicial powers are there, then emergency powers, and then finally we have the discretionary powers, children. Now all these powers we will discuss in our next video, the class, children. Thank you, and go through the video clip properly, children, again and again, and read the book. From the book, whatever is written, just keep on reading the books, children, and just keep on doing your revisions and complete your work in your fair copies of civics or history civics. Thank you.